Okay. How are you, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, doing good. Ready to get it rolling.
Have you seen there's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
I did see that. I haven't seen much though. I think I just saw like one meme or something.
I think I just saw the title or something and didn't.
I don't really understand it. I don't think Is it someone in a Winnie the Pooh suit?
I think so,
or is it Winnie the fucking Pooh? Isn't it called Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey?
Blood and Honey.
I'm pretty sure that's the name.
This is what I'm talking about when it's like, dude, like whenever people are like, oh, it's like so hard to break into Hollywood. But there are roles like this. Mm-hmm. Like that can't be hard to get. Like this movie has funding. This movie probably cost $1 million to make.
Yeah.
And someone
on the low end, I'd say $1 million.
You're right.
If it's getting like advertised,
I mean, it does look like it was shot with a fucking Android.
Is the whole gang gonna be in it?
Yes, Winnie the Pooh is officially starring in a horror movie, and his new look is not for the faint of heart. Oh, this is why Winnie the Pooh is becoming public domain, and a horror film titled Winnie the Pooh: Blood and Honey is being independently produced. That's where it is. That's where it is. Okay, so Winnie the Pooh is now like we could make a Winnie the Pooh movie.
Yeah.
And someone self-funded it. But
a horror movie, like so Winnie the Pooh, like the name, it's public domain, so anybody can use it.
Yeah.
The way they wanted to use it was a horror movie.
That's what I'm saying. And
you could have made like a cheery Disney happy movie with Winnie the Pooh again,
and probably made bank.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you have to like. I mean, I guess if it's public domain, you can use it free of charge. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of, why would they do that? I'm sure there's something I don't know. But Winnie the Pooh is banned in China. Dude, everything's banned in China. The upcoming movie Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey puts a horror twist on the beloved children's character. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, to just have a pile of money and just go, I'm just going to take a big shit and wipe it with my money. That's basically what this is. The news caused mixed reactions from the public. No shit.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
In a recent interview, Frake Waterfield shared how challenging it was to balance the elements of horror and comedy, especially since his film's characters are already established. After all, compared to the Christopher Robin live-action movie, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey can simply become an absurd, disrespectful retelling if not done right.
It's already a disrespectful retelling.
There.
You don't need to try and tell the story of Winnie the Pooh. You've already tainted the name forever. No one is ever going to touch Winnie the Pooh after this fucking movie.
Tinkerbell, Attack of the Zombies could be disrespectful, but we have to be tasteful about it.
We need to make sure to tell the story.
Yeah, we have to make sure to tell the story right.
Who saw Winnie the Pooh, the domain go public, and like a guy was like, I got it. We're going to turn it into a live action horror movie.
But I will say, horror movies in general, like there are some, I'm not really into horror movies, but there are some that are like, they seem like they're high production value and stuff like that.
Yep.
And have like a story and stuff. Have you ever like I'll even say this, like back in, years and years ago before like Netflix and shit, I mean, probably even deep in the Netflix fucking archives. But like when you would go to like Blockbuster to like rent a movie out, if you ever like went down like the horror section, hundreds of like shit horror movies that were like filmed on one of these, with no mics, a little shotgun mic on top of the fucking camera.
Horror movies are the lowest production.
That's what I'm saying. So there are straight up. You know what? You know what I'll say? Movies like Sharknado.
Now the fact that that's like a well-known name,
a huge movie.
I think they have like 4 Sharknados.
Probably. That is
3
such
too
a
many.
movie. That's such a movie that it doesn't even start at 1. It starts at Sharknado 3.
Yeah.
It starts at Sharknado 3, Return of the Sharknados.
Yeah.
That's number 1. That's number 1 in the series.
Yeah.
What's the one about? It's like piranhas. Is it Sharknado? It's not Sharknado. It's just called Piranha.
Yeah.
And it's just a movie about people getting eaten by piranhas.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
they're on like spring break or something. Yeah.
Get out of the water, dude.
The water has bad shit in it. Get out.
I remember, like, dude, in those movies should be 5 minutes. It should literally just be one guy on the boat being like, "Oh, we got to get out of here," and they go to the
or it's
land.
like one guy gets eaten, and then they're just like, "Nobody go in the water." There's fucking crazy.
Everyone get out of the water. All right, we're out of here.
Yeah,
See you later.
Right. But then there's just like one ditzy blind.
You gotta go back out
let's
there.
Let's go skinny dipping.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Is like the writing and the production value of.
It's like a porno.
Not every movie.
The production value.
Dude. It's totally directed by a guy with a mustache.
Yeah.
It was just like. Scene was great, but Miranda, you need to take your tits out.
Yeah,
like you need, if we're gonna sell copies, you need to take your tits out.
Take the top off, honey. Yeah. It's time.
You need to stab him in the neck, and you need your tits out, and I mean action.
Let's make a tornado with sharks in the background
too. dude. That's when like the boss's son gets control of the studio.
Yeah.
And he's like,
oh, this is a good movie, but
he's just drinking a beer like this, and he's like, hear me out. Dude, anyone who ever says hear me out, the next thing out of their mouth is bullshit.
Yeah. I got an idea.
Hear me out. We put sharks in a tornado. And I know what you guys are thinking. The biggest problem is going to be, what are we going to call it? I already got it nailed.
I got the name figured.
I already have that part figured out.
Yeah.
The easy work is on you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. But that's what I'm saying is like not every... people fall into the habit, I mean myself, of thinking that like movies are such a high... Like to be in a movie is such a like, holy shit, you're Tom Cruise jumping out of buildings and shit.
Yeah.
There are 90% of movies are just absolute horseshit.
Yeah.
With a $50,000 budget filmed on a flip phone.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking movies, especially horror. Like, dude, like the amount of just like nightmare at the fucking Nightmare at Denny's. Fucking
Nightmare up the corner from your uncle's place.
Nightmare around the corner from your uncle's place. That place you got molested as a kid. There's such a long title.
Just like it's super specific.
And then number 4.
Yeah,
like it's like a.
There's been 4 of these.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how is there another one of these? Nightmare up around the corner from your uncle's place. Not the one you got molested as a kid. The one where you always had
the cool uncle that took you to hockey practice.
Yeah, the cool uncle that would fucking be like, "Hey man, maybe your parents just don't understand you." What if we just went into the fucking game room? We took our pants off.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Speaking of Sharknado, I'm pretty sure there was a Sharkano in real life.
What?
Google Sharkano. I'm almost positive I saw this.
Sharkano? What is
a shark
like
volcano.
Hurricane? Oh.
Google this because I'm almost
Should I
positive
Google
I saw
shark
this.
volcano? Or
Yeah, maybe.
as a movie?
No, a real thing that happened. Is anything coming up?
No, nothing's coming up, you idiot.
Dude, I swear it's real.
Yeah, no, something's coming up. Underwater, NASA images reveal Sharkano eruption.
I really hope NASA named it Sharkano.
Yeah. Like in like the satellite watching room where everyone's got their screens and some guy's just like, guys, come on. We need a title for this.
Yeah. This is huge.
Where sharks live near active underwater volcano.
Mm-hmm. It's like more intense than Sharknado.
Dude, this would literally be the plot of a movie where people are still like, no, but I forgot my thing down there. It's a volcano with the shark. No, we have to go back. Becky's down there.
They're radioactive. Get down there.
Coming this fall.
It's okay. I got my gun. Go.
Yeah,
sharks underwater.
Some guy's lost his whole family to Sharkano and he's on a boat with a turret like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. I already know, like, the second this Sharkano shit came out, they're already making the movie.
I bet there's been 19 scripts pitched to Hollywood.
Yeah.
An underwater volcano in the Pacific Ocean has begun to erupt, NASA images show. Isn't NASA space? living there. See, this is how dumb I am. Is that like this makes sense? I'm sure. Like NASA, like I read this and my first thought is, oh, NASA has satellites underwater. That's how fucking stupid I am. I don't get shit like this. Anyways, sharks that can withstand extreme temperatures. What? The volcano began to erupt in October. Discoloration of the water from the eruption can be seen by satellite. There we go.
Not their underwater satellites that you were talking about.
However, what makes this volcano unique are the creatures that call it home. Cavachi volcano has also been dubbed Sharkano because in 2015, when the volcano was in a lull period of activity, an expedition to the area found that there... too long of a sentence, man.
Way too many big words in there.
An expedition to the area found that there were two kinds of sharks, including hammerheads sharks living near the crater. What the fuck? This is real.
That's fucking sick.
Just two of the worst things that the planet Earth can create.
Volcanoes and sharks?
Volcanoes and sharks. And then there's just a child molester on a boat. Even if you come up to fucking... He's like, what's going down? He's going, what's going on down there?
I was going to say, those are the two worst things on the planet? Okay.
Can this day get any worse?
Sharkano around the corner from your uncle's place.
Okay, so I did a sketch on TikTok about the board meeting series, and it's a lot of fun doing like companies' board meetings and how they're just fucking up or whatever, or someone who's very incompetent is running the show. Mm-hmm. First one was Instagram, and the ending kind of punchlines were like, let's make it the worst possible app of all time, just fuck up everything, and of course we'll do that. Are you having the same experience with Instagram that I am right now, where it's like Instagram is just becoming a fucking graveyard as far as like your feed is just sponsored posts and people you don't follow, like sponsored and suggested. It's not even really people that you're following, so you can like see what your friends are posting. Reels is shit compared to TikTok, and you're active on TikTok.
Yeah.
Are you having the same thoughts and experiences I am, and just frustration with Instagram and just lack of even wanting to be a part of being on the app anymore?
Yeah, like I don't know if TikTok or if Instagram's trying too hard to be TikTok. Like they're trying to change the app to like rejuvenate it, but they're just killing it. Like killing it in a bad way. Like they're putting it down.
I'm glad you said that, because I've been doing a lot of thinking about it since I did that boardroom sketch and just about people's comments and stuff like that. And I thought about why they do this, because Instagram was actually for a long time, Instagram was like the shit. Instagram was like the number one app.
They were number one for a long time.
Yeah. And the business side of it, I actually wonder if there's a little bit of like a cycle, because Instagram before, when there wasn't even really ads, like it's funny whenever people see these big businesses and their net worth is the business value is like $10 billion. That's not how much money the people have. Like Uber for years has been losing money, but they're Uber. It's a giant company worth how much money, but they're losing money. And it was because, strategy wise, whatever, they're undercutting other things to get more people into the app, and then they're raising prices. It's a long play. Smarter minds than I are into it. With Instagram, like really, like it's a free app, and there wasn't ads on it for a long time, and kind of ads kind of started coming in, but now it's just like it seems like they threw the keys away and they left it in autopilot, and they're like, it's done now. Let's just ride it out. And I for so long I was asking myself why. And I did that board meeting sketch because I was like frustrated with them, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit what they do to the app. And just Reels is bullshit. Two things. I think it's corporate greed or executive greed, in the sense that like Instagram was the coolest photo app, and they had some videos too. You could post a video and stuff like that on there for your friends or whatever. But the second these big companies see someone else making the bag, it seems like they have to chase it. And when you do that, it seems to almost be like it's all or nothing. Like if you go for that bag, you're either going to fuck your whole brand up or win and take over. Like when they go for Reels, they're either going to beat TikTok or fuck their whole app up. And it seems they fucked their whole app up, because like in the comments of that video, it seemed a lot of people were like, I would love if Instagram was still just photos, like still just do what your thing was. And they could have stayed in their lane. Let TikTok
and been successful.
let
Yeah.
TikTok make the bag. They came up with their thing.
Yeah.
You make a drama movie and someone makes a horror movie and they're making. You don't have to make. You can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
your
yeah.
thing. Keep
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
in your lane. I think if they did that, so many people would be so on board. But the second thing, like one, I think people agreed of seeing someone else make the bag and they got to chase it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, for a long time, like Instagram might not have been making a lot of money because they're worth so much on paper, like because they're
Yeah.
the biggest app. But it's a free app and there wasn't ads for a long time. Do you remember that scene in The Social Network, the Facebook movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where I can't remember the characters' names or whatever, but like they're Mark Zuckerberg and his partner and the other guy, I think Justin Timberlake plays him, is like they're like, should we do ads? And Mark's like, no ads. Ads make it not cool. And then the Justin Timberlake's character was like, if you put ads on, you stop the party because ads make it uncool. People stop. And it's done. But you have to make money. I think Instagram, and again, this is purely a thought, and it's a dumb one from a dumb guy, might be accepting, like, or I guess it's meta now, might be accepting that it's
like done.
and they're just
The party's
cashing out.
over and they're like,
And they're just cashing out.
yeah, maybe.
I think, and there's probably so many other factors that I'm neglecting, and people are probably screaming at their phones right now, being like,
No.
"You fucking idiot." But like, I think with how much they're just pushing every financial aspect of the app,
Yeah.
being like sponsored posts, suggested posts, doing everything desperately to like,
Yeah.
they're not even making it cool anymore.
and it's even like pushing just like content creators that you don't care about at all.
Yeah.
You're like,
just
well,
anything, just
yeah.
anything.
And it's like,
They're just
I've
desperate.
never liked that stuff. I've never like
Yeah.
searched that person.
I feel like they're throwing a Hail Mary because this loops back to my original point of like the natural cycle of these apps. Because you really think about these apps, like they're fucking free. You don't make any money off users. The only way to make money is off ads.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, there wasn't ads for a long time. So they're not making money. And it's like, I made the example of Uber. Uber's worth however much, fucking, a lot of money. But they were losing money every year because they were trying to get people on the app.
They were just trying to build for the first couple years. Yeah.
Like this might be the natural cycle of these like free social media apps. And again, just a drunken fucking dumb thought of like, once it gets to a point where they've had their run and they've built their brand, they might just be cashing out. They might have already dug the grave and they're like, fuck it. What do you think?
It's tough to say that because like Instagram is still so massive. It's tough to
Still,
think.
yes.
It's tough to think that they're just like giving up, but I don't know. Like I just feel like they're just trying. It could be either way. Either they're trying new things and they're just trying to like.
I'm sure they're not purposely bombing.
No,
the
no.
app,
But like
yeah.
they're trying to like rejuvenate the app. But like I could also see them being like, okay, here's our time before like we are dead in the dirt.
Yeah.
Let's make our money now.
Yeah.
Like I could see that being like they obviously see way more analytics than we know.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just like, yeah, we're gonna be fucked in like 2 years. Mm-hmm. Might as well pay everybody off now and then just die.
Because people are already kind of calling it the next Facebook. And I guess there is a separate point. I kind of don't like it's kind of a lazy point to be like, oh, once the boomers come on it, it becomes uncool. A little bit true as to like, once the Karens all come on and start complaining, like, yeah, it's kind of shitty. And the kids will always dictate what's the next app and
sure.
where the next thing is, like that, teenagers to mid-20s will always kind of
it's like everything. Like Facebook was cool because all the kids were on it.
It's a place without our parents. And
And then Instagram, Snapchat, like all that stuff. Like I'm sure everybody's parents are on Snapchat now. Everybody's parents are
Snapchat a little bit different. It's less of almost like it's less of like an internet hangout. Like
true,
Instagram
it is just an app you go on
are
for like
an
maybe a
internet
second.
hangout.
Yeah.
Snapchat's almost more of like a messaging app, to be quite honest. I don't watch any of that Snapchat like shit on the when you swipe to the stories, like any of those shit. I don't watch any of that, but
no.
But it is. Oh, sorry. What I was saying was like it's kind of a lazy point whenever people are like, the app sucks because the boomers are on it now. It's like the app can still thrive. More people, the better. You can ignore the really like even TikTok now. People are like, TikTok's cool because the boomers aren't on it.
Yeah.
Bro, look at any comment section. It's a lot of fucking 48-year-olds.
Yeah.
And just, you know what I'm saying? Like there's boomers on TikTok too.
Oh, for sure.
And the app, to be quite honest, I don't want to be negative, but I think TikTok is like, I think they've got that like hot potato thing where it's like, holy fucking shit. It's like I think they're going to fumble it. And a thing about these apps that I was going to put in the boredom sketch. I don't think I could with time, but like none of them just seem to like leave it alone. One thing I will give credit TikTok with is like, they've just kind of let it alone. The only thing they've changed is like letting longer videos, added longer videos.
Yeah.
But they haven't changed, like, they haven't been like, we're going to add word posts now and like change it up. Like just leave it. Like once you have it, these big apps and like with these executives and creatives in Silicon Valley and shit, like just leave it alone. Mm-hmm. Once you've got it, just leave it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, like right now, I don't think TikTok's going away for a long time.
I don't mean going away, but I can feel in the next
that they're going to make a change.
They're going to fumble
like,
something.
Yeah.
And it's going to become a less of a,
like they're going to add like a fucking,
it's going to be
a picture. Like they're going to try and copy Instagram. Like we're going to be the picture messaging or
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Because that's why I say like with Instagram,
they copy.
If Instagram just stayed pictures, I mean videos too, because it's kind of, you can upload videos for like whatever, just kind of that. But once they started going to like, oh, we're going to go push reels and try to compete with, no, just stay in your lane. Like you have that. TikTok's not trying to do photos. Like you can, because same thing, you can say videos are taking over and photos are dead. Well, the trend might go back at any fucking point. You never know. But yeah, it just seems like these apps, they can never let, to summarize the points, they can never let anyone get the bag without them chasing it too. And it's like, you can just stay in your lane. It seems to be the natural cycle of these free social media apps is like, you know, they get to a certain point, but they're like, they might not be making any money. And then they just burn out because they have to fucking cash out, therefore making it uncool. The boomers coming on, or like just any of the old people coming on and making it like less of a kids being like, oh, we can do whatever the fuck we want on here. And but you think TikTok's long-term, hey?
Yeah. Because I've never met, like, I think every single one of my friends at one point has said, I had to delete TikTok because I was on it too much. And I'll agree, like TikTok is unbelievably addictive.
Yeah, I honestly have to not watch it. I stay off my For You page because if I get into that, like I just swipe and swipe.
You just like find one of it and you're like, oh, I'll go one more. And then you like kind of sink into your chair a bit and you're like, I'll go 20 more.
It's that constant dopamine hit of just like, it really is that.
Man, it's like a sensory video for like a little kid.
Yeah.
Like it is unbelievably addictive.
Yeah, and I mean,
whatever they're doing, like pushing content to people, like they figured it out.
And I've seen other like health podcasts and stuff do like segments on like dopamine and like, you know, how it's nowadays.
It's probably terrible for our brains.
Nowadays there's so much
stimulated,
so
stimulated,
jacking off and scrolling on their For You page. Yeah. But I think TikTok is around for a long time if they don't fucking touch it. I mean, change the things. I could honestly probably do a TikTok board meeting sketch for the series too. You got to change the moderation. You got to change like you got the community guidelines and stuff, like the bannings of the accounts that aren't doing anything wrong. That's got to change.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. If they start to be like,
but then TikTok went and now they're doing stories.
Stories is whatever. Stories is such an unnoticeable feature.
But the thing is, you can tell that they're like trying, like it's already starting. Almost.
That's why I bring up the point of like I have this feeling it's like in the next year or two, TikTok's going to do this big thing where it's like TikTok and Twitter combined, and you can make word posts and it's like you just fucked it up.
Yeah,
you just fucked up because what TikTok has is the exactly like you said, it's the scrolling of their For You page. If you interrupt that, you'll make people leave. And if you watch 3 videos in a row and you love them, and then you get to like I keep making the example of a word post, but like whatever it could be that fucks the app up, you get to like a tweet. What would be like a tweet with a word post?
And you're just like,
I'm done, and now they're off. But whereas they would have kept going,
just eating.
But you fucking just don't touch it.
Just
don't touch it. You have the best fucking thing. Don't touch it.
Is it still run by like the Chinese and all that shit? Is that still going on?
Is it still run by the Chinese?
The Chinese like government, weren't they like force feeding content down people's throat here? I don't know, man. Who owns TikTok?
ByteDance. Sorry, that's the second thing. Community guidelines and paying the creators. They don't pay the creators anything.
Yeah.
That's actually I seen a video. I don't know if I might have shared it with you. To go over it quick is like the TikTok Creator Fund. Actually, this might be a good little. I get comments all the time asking me how much money I make from TikTok. People think that when you're like TikTok, when you have a big TikTok page, that it's just kind of same thing as like with these big apps. People are like, oh, you have the biggest social media app, you should be rich. But it's like it's a free app. With TikTok, you can make money from views. I think the Creator Fund, it wasn't available in Canada for a long time. If it is now, I don't know. I haven't even looked into it. But to my knowledge, it's still not even a thing in Canada. The way the Creator Fund works, this is some insight. Hank Williams, the scientist, he's a TikToker dude now. He does a million.
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
Hank something. Is it Hank Williams? Hank Green.
Hank Green.
He did a good video breaking down the Creator Fund. And the Creator Fund, unlike YouTube, like YouTube is 50-50 with the creators and the platform. So as the money comes in, everyone makes more. If there's $100, it's $50 and $50. If there's $1,000, it's $500 and $500. With the Creator Fund, it's one set amount of money. So as more people enter the Creator Fund, each person gets paid less because it's one piece of pie.
It waters down.
Yeah, it's one piece of pie. It's a finite amount of money.
Yeah,
it's whatever it is, $1 million.
Yeah, that's an issue.
And they broken it down like most people pay creators 50-50. Like YouTube pays 50%, and I think that was the fucking only example. But with ByteDance, who owns TikTok, it was like 17% or something, or like something shitty.
Yeah.
And as more people entered the Creator Fund, and I think he had done it in his video, it's like $0.03 a view. So like if you get 1 million views or something like that, it was like, I don't know, a couple $100 or something. Like it wasn't a lot. And to get 1 million views is hard.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing too. So like as far as people, if you're looking at people, how much money they make from TikTok, like you would be really fucking surprised, especially where they live. The TikTok Creator Fund is in like France, but it's not in Canada.
So weird.
But the money is in brand deals. It's not in.
Yeah, that's where people make.
But if they want to keep creators, because that's another thing too. I mean, hopefully we're not going on too much of a tangent. But like with Reels, I know that Reels is paying more the creators, like paying the creators much more handsomely than TikTok, as a way to get the creators over to that app exclusively.
Yeah.
If TikTok, again, I'm kind of keep reminding myself, like that's another thing that I thought of, that like, man, I feel like they're gonna fumble it. Like if they keep not paying creators, they're just gonna go and Reels. Like I have a buddy of mine, his name's Gabe. He has really big pages on Instagram, and he has like less followers on Instagram, but makes way more.
Really?
Because Instagram's just paying more. Like there's a threshold that if you hit like 50 million views in a month, there's like 30 fucking grand.
That's why. I mean, that's a shit ton of views in a month, but. I mean, that's also a shit ton of money to get paid.
If you can get 1 million views on a video and post twice a day, in a month, that would be 60. But you'll have in a couple of those, you'll have some get 3-4 mil. Like you have to definitely be a big account.
Yeah.
But 30 grand in a month.
30 grand.
That's what I'm saying. Is TikTok is you get 5 million views, they pay you fucking $300 or some shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's almost insignificant.
Yeah.
Compared to the conspiracies about joining the Creator Fund and having your views suppressed. But that's a separate thing.
I think it's just like everybody thinks about like the beginning of TikTok when there was like those 6 or 7 super famous people, and they were probably getting paid thousands and thousands of dollars probably a video because they were the only million follower accounts. Yeah. And everybody was getting pushed their videos because like there was no other creators yet.
To bring it all around, I think Instagram is knocking at the door of being on a graveyard. People are very upset with it, and I think they know that, and they're possibly cashing out and just being like, we had our run. Let's try to cash out. Let's throw some last Hail Marys. Let's throw some Reels shit. Let's throw some like desperate attempts at just trying to get the power back. But I think there are several executives sitting around a board meeting right now going like, it's probably our time. But with TikTok, I think you're right. It's the long-term one if they don't fuck it up. They don't have to add. And that's the thing, is they don't people, I think they get into the habit. I'll wrap it up, but I think they get into the habit of being like, man, we're gonna fumble it if we don't add something. No, you can fucking leave it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question for you. Do you get in the shower and turn the water on, or do you turn the water on and then get in the shower?
If you get in the shower and then turn the water on, you're a fucking crazy person.
Not only are you a crazy person, and I don't want this to sound wrong, and I've thought about this a lot. I'm so glad you say that, and I honestly could have counted on you, and I'm so glad that I know you.
Yeah.
I know you're not a piece of pond scum. If you get in the shower and then you turn the water on, I think you honestly deserve to never eat good food or drink good drinks. Mm-hmm. I think you deserve a dull life. You deserve to never have any enjoyment. You are a absolute, positively, no doubt about it, non-negotiable, insane person.
Yeah. Not even as a joke, you have to be a sociopath to do that. So it's you have to have zero emotion.
Yep.
You get in the shower and you just crank that knob and just cold water hits your body immediately.
And then you find if it's...
And then you're just like, oh, it's red fucking hot. Let me turn it down a bit.
Yeah.
No, you're a sociopath.
If you get in the shower and turn the water on, you also have human flesh hanging over lamps in your living room.
Yeah.
And
dead bodies under the floorboards.
And fingers in a pickle jar in your basement.
Like eyeballs and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's you. Fuck you if you do that.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty unanimous thing, though. There can't be.
There's people that do it. I seen a debate about it online. I was like, no shot. Okay, have you seen this? Duke University offers course in TikTok to help build career around social media.
I did see that, and I was wondering if you were going to be a professor down in Duke University.
I could be. And I mean, they couldn't afford me, Christ's sakes.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously.
This is crazy. And again, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but this is nuts.
Dude, there's a school for everything. I'm pretty sure when Fortnite was at its peak, they
shut and stop.
Yep.
Stop with your shit.
Yeah.
Stop with your shit. Not at a university.
Yeah. University classes.
I'm sure there was some junior college thing that was like, hey, at 9:00 p.m. we take over the fucking
all the gamers
7th grade classroom. No, but not at like fucking.
So what do they teach you
at Berkeley, Cal? There's a Fortnite class. You're full of shit.
What do they teach you in TikTok University? How to hold the camera, how to get good lighting?
I don't know, man. Like, I think it's literally like, I mean, it might be a bit more. I mean, it might be a bit better than what we're kind of
how to work
teeing it up, but like, I think it's more so about like building a brand on social media kind of thing, maybe. But I just read that it was about like how to go big on TikTok, and I was like, there's no way. Like, dude, if you need a university class,
imagine paying university prices.
Duke, I don't know.
Can't be fucking cheap.
Duke can't be cheap. I mean, Duke isn't fucking Southeastern Iowa Community College.
Nope.
The course helps students amass significant followers on social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok and familiarize them with the potential of these digital spaces. So, sounds more of just like a social media brand strategy class, which makes a bit more sense.
Yeah,
that's obviously
it's like a marketing,
very growing area. But if it's anything related to just like, if it's anything related to just making like TikToks, you're out of your mind.
You're wasting money.
Dude, the people that go viral on TikTok, you don't need you don't need a class for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you were meant to go viral on TikTok, you don't need a university
You're
class.
not going to learn it from a professor telling you.
Yeah, who's teaching it, by the way?
It's like imagine the classes are in like one of those hype houses that TikTokers were doing a year ago or so. That's where like you take all the classes.
Dude,
and it's like
Bryce Hall is teaching this fucking university class.
You walk in, everybody's just dancing. You're just like, I shouldn't be here.
Oh, that'd be good if it's just like Doja Cat with her new song teaching you how to do a dance. Holy fuck, that'd be great. What's up, guys? It's Bryce Hall and Doja Cat. This is how to go viral on TikTok. Or who's the girl who looks like she smells like cat piss? D'Amelio.
Charlie
D'Amelio.
Charlie or Dixie? Charlie or Dixie? Which one's? I don't know who's who.
I don't know. Whatever one.
One of the D'Amelios.
Come on.
D'Amelios.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it says here, participants will study other successful content creators and take notes to apply the strategy to their pages. Imagine watching...
Take notes.
Fucking...
Oh, the only person I can think of is Bryce Hall for some reason.
I know, and I fucking hate that kid. God, I hate that kid so much.
Who's the other guy?
But not more.
Noah Beck. He's big.
I don't really know. Now, I hate Bryce Hall. But you know who I really hate?
Yeah, who do you hate?
Do you know this guy? And I mean really hate, and I mean with a passion. And this is not in a like, oh, I dislike this guy. I won't really watch his content. I really mean I hope some bad fortune comes this guy's way.
Mm-hmm.
It is Topper Guild. He is one of those guys who makes content where it's just like, he's like, oh, you like how regular people apply hot sauce, and it's a couple drips, and then he's like, how I apply hot sauce, and he takes an entire jug of it and he dumps it all over the kitchen counter, and then he goes, ha 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 ha, that shit.
Yeah,
I really mean this. People who turn on the shower when you're in it, and Topper Guild, all deserve
two worst people on the planet.
Two worst people on the planet, and I'm putting that in there with like all people on the planet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of all the people.
The worst types of people.
Yeah.
People who turn on the shower
when they're in
Topper Guild.
Yeah.
Or people who make content on TikTok that's like, oh, you like ranch? Here's how I apply ranch. And it's just a big jug of it.
It's like a 4-gallon fucking...
all over the kitchen counter. I really mean this. You can go and fuck your own face.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I fucking hate.
What did Topper Guild ever do to you?
Dude, what do you mean, what did Topper Guild ever do to me? Look at his face, man. That's what he did to me.
How many followers does he have?
Probably fucking 8 million. 29 million!
29 milli.
I really don't get how this content... I don't know who this is for. Because...
I've never seen this guy in my life.
But you know who I'm talking about, like people who do that kind of content, right?
But I'm just saying, like, this guy has 29 million. He has 10 million views on each of his videos.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen him in my life.
Yeah. Like even because people whenever I talk to people about this, I'm like, who is this for? And they're like, well, it's for like 14-year-olds. When I was 14, I was not.
It seems like a kid channel.
But even when I was a kid, I would have been like, fuck this guy. Like I'll even go as far as like if I was like 10 or 11, I'd be like, this is not.
Yeah, it's like too silly.
I remember what I was at 10. Yeah. I was not into this shit. You couldn't have got me to sit here and be like, oh, where's the next one?
Yeah, no. Yeah. I agree
no way. With that. Yeah, people who make that kind of content, that like clickbaity,
like little kid. It's like little kid content.
It is little kid content, but I guess like little kids on like fucking YouTube and TikTok nowadays like are into so much different shit. Like I said, I think I kind of remember what I was like at 10.
But the thing is, at 10, like I wasn't even on like YouTube. Like, you know, YouTube was way different when we were 10. Like we weren't watching videos like that. Where I think kids now, it's like they live on TikTok, YouTube, probably Instagram.
But if I'm out in public and I see a kid watching this in public on like his big iPad with his like peanut butter fingers and he's like laughing at this, I'll slap it out of his hands.
Yeah, no.
Doing a pure service to society.
I think everybody would do the same.
Would they?
Everybody would
you slap an iPad out of a kid's hands in front of his parents?
Oh, I think I'd slap him.
Fair play. This guy has 814 million likes. He's at almost 1 billion likes.
That's crazy.
This guy looks like me if I ate glue as a kid. Fuck this guy. Something that I wanted to talk to you about. Not to beat a dead horse. Everyone's talked about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing a million fucking times over. It was the height of so much conversation for so long. But I guess to focus on like some intricacies of it. What did you think about, like, did you think Johnny Depp was innocent the entire time through? Like, not to talk about like a couple of the fucking, you know,
the clips and shit.
The clips and shit like that. Just as a general thing, did you think Johnny Depp was innocent all the way wrough, and Amber was of? Were you of that narrative? That
yeah,
Amber was
I think it was the majority of everybody.
The majority of everybody
was on Johnny's side, just because that one clip came out where she was like, "You, Johnny Depp, are a victim of domestic abuse." Like, it was over the second that clip came out.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, like you can't. Yeah, you sound like a crazy person saying that shit.
Yeah, But she won her. It's funny. I follow this lawyer on TikTok. Her name is I think it's the Legal Baddie.
I wonder why you follow her.
Super hot. She's so fine. And she brought up this really, and again, like I said, I don't want to talk about too many of the fucking things that
because we are two lawyers.
Well, not only are we two lawyers, we are two visionaries in the field of law as well. So we're at the forefront of what really should be.
Our opinions matter.
She made a TikTok. She brought up this like really interesting point that I think not a lot of people knew. Like again, I don't want to talk about the things that everyone's talked about, but she brought up this cool point that was like the trial was in Virginia, which I didn't know or even pay attention to or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Why is this trial in Virginia?" And it's because in Virginia, you can film and televise trials.
Oh.
So in Johnny's case, Johnny didn't, I don't even think, this is, again, I'm maybe paraphrasing her and maybe not doing it justice, forgive me, but she was saying Johnny probably didn't even really care about the money part. Like he probably wasn't even really in it for the money. That might have been secondary and nice, but what he wanted was to clear his name publicly.
Yeah.
So they didn't do the trial in wherever, California or whatever, because I don't think you can videotape them or televise them at least, sorry. Yeah. So they did it in Virginia because all Johnny really cared about was like putting her publicly on television.
Yeah.
And like getting her.
That's wild. Yeah, I didn't know that. I was wondering how they were televising it because I was like, not all like divorces and shit are televised.
Yeah, when's the last time that's
usually like they try and sweep it on the rug and like keep it down low.
Yeah.
But like this one was like,
because I think the rule is federal cases or again, I'm fucking the fact that we're trying
just
to fucking
butchering it right now.
Just butchering the fuck out of it. But I think those can be videotaped or something. I don't know, but if it's like what's it called? Like where it's not the fucking law against you. It's like person versus person. I think civil case or something. Yeah. Can't televise them or whatever. But in Virginia, I guess you can. Which I thought was fucking kind of like balling of Johnny to be like, I don't even care about the money. If that is the case.
I did see that a lot where it was like, even if he wins, like Amber Heard doesn't have that type of money. Yeah. Like she's never going to pay anything or whatever. She'll probably have to
appeal it and it'll never actually,
Because it was just like, Johnny's like, I don't give a fuck. Like
all he cared about was just getting this out.
That's also just like really smart on like the lawyer's side. I'm sure they were the ones that were like, okay, let's do this way so you can clear your name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It was probably their idea. It was probably not Captain Jack Sparrow's idea. It probably wasn't Edward Scissorhands' idea.
Fucking Willy Wonka. He's played every outlandish character out there.
Yeah, Willy Wonka. He's like, hey, I did some research, and they're like, no. Leave that to us, brother. No. You pay us to do that. I know. I thought that was fucking. I thought that was super cool. Like a neat little piece of information that like I don't think not a lot of people knew.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Amber Heard like.
She also just like when she gave her like testimonies, like just seemed like a crazy person.
Dude, when you look at her, it's like that looks like she just looks kind of evil.
She looks crazy.
Yeah.
You know like from a mile away.
And I mean, Johnny Depp looks a little fucky too.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't look all there either, but I mean, he looked a little more put together.
For a guy who doesn't have to method act for Willy Wonka.
Yeah. He's just being himself out there.
He just showed up to set.
Yeah.
But I mean, she won part of her case against Johnny. Like it's something like I can't remember the numbers. Johnny won like 15 or 10 and then she won like 2 or 3 million.
Yeah, I saw one. Yeah, like it took off a certain percentage of what she was supposed to pay because she won whatever certain part of it. But the craziest thing about it, like, did you ever go on like Twitch or YouTube during the day to see like the streamers that were
live watching it?
Yeah.
No.
Twitch, the top guy on Twitch, he had 900,000 viewers.
Fuck you, he did.
Basically a day.
Is that a record? I see Twitch people with like 50 to maybe.
But
100.
he would just because they would live stream it on like YouTube or whatever, and then he would just put his face in front of it and like talk about it.
Watching the thing, yeah.
And 900,000 people. There was more people watching him watch it than watching like the legit
thing,
just the thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, fucking people are so weird that you'd rather like see what this guy's talking about and like how he, like, I don't know if he was doing goofy shit too while they were like doing all the court stuff.
Doing balloon animals and shit.
Yeah. Like, thanks for the subs. Like, here's a fucking rave or something. Like,
Yeah.
but it was so like, but there was millions of people watching it on Twitch, just like different streamers. It was crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was
That's some fucking easy exposure right there. Jesus Christ.
Easiest content you'll ever make in your life.
Yeah.
You just watch Amber Heard fake cry on the stand for a little bit.
Dude, the fact that she lost the thing and still people know that she shit in his bed is such a dagger.
Yeah.
Like for now that people know that that's something you did.
Yeah.
And you still lost. Like you went for broke there.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be the last resort as a human. I mean, I know it's a separate thing from like, but like whatever her reasons were for doing that, that must have been her last resort.
So I don't know.
She could have knocked something over, did a thing, but she was like, you know what? I'm going to shit and I'm going to go for broke.
So she was like just totally fine and just mad at Johnny and was like, I have to shit in your bed.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying is like, if that was the case, like if she did it out of like, fuck this guy, there's a bunch of other things you can do that's fuck this guy.
Yeah.
You can
slash his tires.
Yeah. Piss on his car, do whatever you fucking want to do.
Yeah.
But that, like, that must have been that was the Hail Mary. I can only imagine.
Yeah. She was going all in at that point.
She was pushy. She shipped it. She shipped it.
Yeah. Shit on the bed, all in. Same thing.
Which, by the way, like, I love that move.
Shitting in the bed?
Yeah. That's a great power move. You know what? Fucking put this on record. I think if you shit on somebody's, if you take a human shit on somebody's, she should have won the trial right there. Once that information came to light, they should have done the thing where they packed up. They're like, oh yeah, we're out of here. Like they should have packed up and like done.
The judge is just like, yeah.
Gavel.
All the money to Amber Heard.
All the money to Amber Heard. But you get one of those.
Yeah.
That's the rule. You get one. Like you get caught red-handed robbing a bank and
you just shit on spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you get out of jail free card.
And the cops are like, fuck.
God damn it.
Dude, I love, and I mean I love that move.
Yeah.
I really do. People are against Amber right now. I'm actually team Amber. No bullshit.
Yeah, that's a tough stance, but you are a big shit guy, so it makes sense.
What does that mean?
You're just a big shit guy.
Big shit guy?
Yeah.
Or big shit guy?
You're a big shit guy. You're not a shit guy. You're a shit guy.
Yeah. I'm a guy who's into shit?
No, you're just a shit guy. You're just like a shitty kind of guy. You know what I mean. You ask anybody else, they know what I mean.
I can't argue with you there. One thing I wanted to ask you about, what do you think about this? Because I actually have maybe a surprising opinion on this, or like what you would maybe think my opinion was on this. Mm-hmm. So Disney obviously dropped him from Jack's, what's the fucking name of the movie? Jesus Christ.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. As he dropped him as Jack Sparrow, which by the way, they said they're going to make like a female role do. I mean, I'm all fucking for it, but like, what do you, that's like,
I'm not all for it.
It's one of the most iconic. No, I'm all for like, equal parts and shit, but like, why
that's
would
what
you?
I mean. I'm not for that.
Oh, but you told me this, you're sexist. I remember this about you. Oh, you said this, dude. Yeah. When they came out, you said women deserve less opportunity.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that.
They're getting way too many opportunities. We need to dial it back.
Yeah, you are a piece of shit. Yeah, but like, that's one of the most iconic roles in film. Like Jack Sparrow is one of the biggest characters.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no.
Like to replace that role, I think they were talking like Margot Robbie, which like, if Margot Robbie's watching this, I'm actually all for that. I think you should play Jack Sparrow and Orlando Bloom's character.
All the other characters.
I think you should actually play them all. I love you, but to replace like such an iconic male character, like that's
it wouldn't make sense to just Captain Jack Sparrow goes to like. Female Captain Jack Sparrow. They would just have to make like a new trilogy with a female, I don't know, side of it.
But my question to you is, when they dropped him, when the allegations came out, I don't know how far after, but when the allegations came out, Disney dropped him from Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm just as like kind of like, oh fuck that, as everyone else online who's like on his side.
Yeah.
But I'm genuinely, not only am I not surprised, like you'd probably be hard pressed to find me doing something different in that situation if I'm Disney too. Like if I'm in an executive role at Disney, because what do the Pirates of the Caribbean movies cost to make? Like $100 to $200 million, probably
To make them?
probably
Yeah.
probably $250 million after like salary. I mean, Johnny Depp probably makes what, 20 million per or something. Like they probably cost anywhere around $200 million to make.
Yeah.
If they, as a business, like obviously people are saying like, oh, Disney should have kept him on. Like, again, I'm all for this. Like I'm all like, I don't want cancel culture to take over and, you know, people lose their shit over just allegations until they kind of come true. But I hope this comes off right. I'm not surprised that they did that, because if they were to go to market with another $250 million movie with him, like Disney and Johnny Depp, like if I was Disney, I'm like, if they're as selfish as they probably are, they're probably like, I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
Like, I don't owe you. I don't need to have your back.
Not at all.
So they like as a business decision, I'm not surprised. I hope this sounds like I'm trying to.
No, I think that's a reasonable take.
I don't agree with it. Like
at the time,
I'm with everyone's narrative of like, you know, people should nothing should happen to a person until it goes to court, whatever, like this. But like as a business, like as an executive, like are you going to go to bat and possibly lose $200 million over this guy? Like,
no.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm actually not surprised.
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people would take that stance. Like, but you are right. Like, it should be like innocent until proven guilty. But it's like those allegations come out. It's like there's no.
Because at the time, like, remember, like now everyone's kind of Team Johnny and like it's all kind of coming to light. But when these allegations came out, that was not the case. People are very quick to forget when it came out. Like Johnny was like, it was all like Johnny's an abuser.
They crushed him. Yeah, like the media crushed him.
Everyone's kind of like on Johnny's side now, or most people are kind of seeing what the truth is.
Yeah.
But when they came out, it was like in the middle of the I think it was like 2015 or 2014. It was right in the middle of the Me Too thing. Like Johnny was getting buried.
It was way different.
And as Disney to go to make another $250 million movie, I'm actually not surprised, and in some sort of sense would see why.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because the thing is, what if it went to court and it was like he was fucking a crazy person and he was beating the shit out of her?
Because as Disney, do you just owe this guy your blind loyalty?
No.
I mean,
that's the thing.
He was carrying the movies, but like
as Disney,
as cutthroat as Hollywood is, like, do you just owe this guy your blind loyalty forever?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I'm not saying that I agree with it or like I'm on support of it, but I'm saying I kind of get it. How people were like, oh, Disney should have never dropped him and all. It's like,
do you think they're going to shoot one now after the fact?
Well, he said he'd never do it again.
Really?
Johnny said there was actually a clip in the courtroom of, I think it was one of his lawyers saying like, no matter how much money they ever gave you, millions, billions, trillions, you would never do it. And Johnny said no, because they dropped him and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now Disney's probably kicking themselves. They're like, we probably should have.
But that's the thing. How do you know?
Waited around.
How do you know? Do you do? And that's the question I kind of want to pose to you and people listening is like, if you're a Disney exec and this movie costs you $250 million to make, do you blindly go to bat? Or so, I mean, maybe the answer is you pause the franchise. But I mean, do you pause a franchise for 8 years?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just been fucking sitting around in limbo.
So what? So, I mean, I guess they haven't made one since they dropped them, have they?
Mm-mm.
No, right?
No.
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of like, I surprisingly seen where they were coming from. Not because I agree with them firing somebody over allegations, but like just money wise, like what if they put out a new one and everyone was still like, fuck Johnny Depp, and it bombs? Like, do you just lose $200 million because of this? I don't know.
And Disney's not the one to like make those stances, being like,
yeah, they're racist. Disney's
just like they're just a money first business.
Yeah.
So like they're just.
Have you been to Disneyland?
Yeah.
You think that place is gonna fucking have anyone's back?
Yeah, exactly.
fuck that place. That's kind of what that's surprisingly what I thought about it, just like thinking business wise.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching that clip. If you liked it, you can check out more on my Instagram, Matt's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, MySpace, Nexopia, maybe even Facebook too. But I do have my grandma as a friend on Facebook, so probably not. See you later. What do you think about that?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll take it.